Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to another week of brilliant idiotness. You know, I hate to put Taylor on the spot, but what a way to start the goddamn podcast. Tell them what you just told us 30 seconds before the podcast started.
I feel like a lot of no. Just no, I just don't want my son to be influenced with certain talks that's happening.
I don't think that's how it works. Now, I've heard a lot of theories about how that can happen, Schultz. I've heard a lot of theories about how people turn that way. They're born that way. It happens to them in prison. I've never heard that one. That's a new one.
Music careers.
You know what I mean? Music careers, you know what I'm saying? Signing the bad boy. I've never, ever heard that one. So you think just us talking about it?
To make your son gay.
I'm just saying, I just don't want him to be influenced.
Wow.
I don't even, I
don't think that's how it works.
I don't think it is.
I love gay people. I'm just saying, like, give my son a chance.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, Taylor. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, not to get too personal. But, you know, they say when a person is pregnant, sex is good. Like you're supposed to have. So first of all, we know it's men.
For the first few months, yeah.
Yeah, pregnant poom poom is the best. But
it's unbelievable.
It's good for you because it helps the baby come out.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a dick in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
the baby can feel, you know, the baby can feel the sensations. The baby knows you feel good. So it feels good.
So
what would have more of an influence? If
us talking about gay shit or a dick just battering them?
That's right. Only thing you can hope for is that when little PJ comes out, he got his mouth open. Because once you get that first little taste, you never go back. Come out with your mouth open. I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Oh my God.
That's his mom.
It don't matter.
It don't matter at that point. It's just a taste. It's an acquired taste.
It's a twist. You know what I'm saying? It's just a taste. You know that's a theory. That is a theory.
What?
That's your theory.
If you were born gay, you had your mouth closed when you came out the womb.
No, you came out backwards.
And if you was a woman and you came out with your mouth open, stud. That's how it goes.
100%.
Not making this up. These are just the rules, okay?
You've seen the little stud babies. They try to keep the umbilical cord.
Yes, that is very true. That was the original strap on
Charlamagne. I got a story to tell you very quick. All right,
talk to me.
Someone has your back. Let me just tell you something. New York City got your back.
What happened?
I'm going to the Knicks game, right? This is high stress environment. I'm with my boy. We're working all things out. We got to make sure that everything's good. This is game second game in New York. So game two. I'm like, I want to make sure everything's fine. I want to make sure the seats are good. I want to make sure everything's okay, right? You know, you're just super high stress. You're going to the Knicks, got to get this win. Okay. We're going in. We're going to get checked in to go to our seats, right? And I'm about to walk in, and the guy goes to me. He says something to me, and I like kind of miss it. And I'm like, "What was that?" And he goes, "Dude, do you have your tickets for the end of mine?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "You have your tickets for the end of mine." And I'm, "What's the end of mine?" He goes, "Oh, the end of my dick in your mouth." I go, no way. He goes, "I had to hold it down for Charlotte, bro."
That's right.
He can't get you, man. I had to hold it down for Charlotte. So I got a video. I got to send you the video. But I had to put him on video immediately.
Salute to my guy. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it was rough, man. Not recently, but last year, it was really rough because I was getting got in the street by people. Like, I was like, yo.
Because that's what you least expected. You go to kindness and honesty.
And I'm like, yo, why would y'all do this to me? Like, let me see it.
Nah, bro, I got to show you this guy, man. This shit, he cooked me. And I was at my most vulnerable, bro. You know how nervous I get about the Knicks playing, right? You know the nerves I'm feeling.
Knicks in 6.
Oh, well.
No.
7 now.
Nah, it ain't happening.
Man, come on, stop.
I mean, you got to believe, but I do think they'll win game 6, though.
Yesterday, bro. I was listening yesterday, bro.
No! Hold on.
I was listening yesterday.
Nobody has ever got this.
Come on. You gotta give my props back.
Hold on, no. That was diabolical, bro.
It's only right, bro. Charlotte can't get it, so I gotta get it.
He goes, Charlotte can't get it, so I gotta get it for him.
Knicks will force a game 6, though.
Nah, we got that.
Yeah, they'll win in the Garden.
Yeah, we got
Then
that.
they'll go back to Indiana and get blown up. What do you think the problem is with the Knicks, man? I got a theory.
Okay, go. You go. I have some.
It's simple. It's like stop
Can we
trying
get
to run.
Ant off of this? Let's get some Knicks representation.
Stop trying to run with the Pacers. Why are you running with the Pacers? Let the Pacers run, and then when they score, you bring the ball up court and play half court. Why are you playing their game? Poor Cat. Cat out there looking like he weighed 500 pounds. He's so goddamn
No,
winded.
Cat's killing it.
Last night he collapsed.
Nah, Cat's been balling.
He was tired last night.
Maybe he's tired, but he's been balling. Like,
Nah, he been balling.
yeah, I think Cat's been playing great. This is what I think. I know this is like hard to take because Brunson is just so prolific. He's obviously our best player. He's an unbelievable leader. He's clutch. He's everything. But what happens is the Pacers play 94 feet of defense.
Yeah.
And Brunson doesn't have breakaway speed. What he does is he has amazing handle, and he's so smart that
Especially going to the basket.
he outthinks you. So what he does is he has an incredible first step, and once he gets by you, he leans on you and uses his weight to keep you from readjusting. But 94 feet, if he gets by you, they're fast enough to run. So they put this guy Neesmith on him. Neesmith is big body, and he's hard. Pause. But he's hard to get by. He plays really great defense. He's hard to exploit, right? So what happens is by the time Brunson takes the ball up, there's 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's right.
They could barely set up a play.
That's right.
So now everybody is rushed. You can't get one up, potentially reset. So what I think they need to do is, and when Towns and Brunson are in the game together, Carlisle's a fucking great coach, and he's out-coaching Tibbs. What I think the Knicks learned in game 3 was in order for us to get back in games, we need to put defensive lineups out there, and you can't really have Towns and Brunson in the game at the same time unless it's the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, because you need points.
You need, no, they both score, but you need defense.
Yeah, I'm saying you need, at the end of the fourth, you usually need points because they're usually down.
So then let Brunson go one-on-one at the end of the fourth, but earlier in the game, if you're down 10, 12, 14 points, you got to put defensive lineups in that can get stops. And the Knicks have guys that can score.
Absolutely.
Bridges can score, okay? Like OG can score. Cat can score. So I think you got to flip-flop Cat and I think you got to flip.
Cats, they can score, but they're not shot creators. Cat's the only other shot creator.
Well, no, I think Bridges is a shot creator. He can create a shot for himself.
He goes baseline, turns around, hits
He
the
does that
fade.
little shot.
Shoot,
But
dude off the bench. What's the homie name with the braids?
Deuce?
McBride?
Yeah,
That's
Deuce.
He can create his own shot.
Listen, the Knicks have guys that can score. That's the thing. But what happens is they all become a little dependent on Brunson because he's so prolific at getting his shot off. But if he's getting his shot off at the expense of the other guys getting involved, you can't rely on him for every bucket for 2 straight quarters.
I agree.
So if you're down 14 points, let Brunson rest knowing that you're going to bring him back in. 8 minutes left, 5 minutes left in the fourth, and he's going to carry you.
Tibbs don't give a fuck about rest, boy.
No, he
Tibbs
doesn't.
play them motherfuckers
But he needs to
death.
care about strategy because Carlisle figured out how to limit Brunson. Brunson's still going to give you 40. There's no question. He's playing out of his mind. But the 40 might come at the cost of the other guys getting involved. Think about when we were down 20 or whatever, and then we came back in game 3. I'm pretty sure Brunson was on the bench at certain times.
Cat
Right?
was out there playing like a fucking big man going downhill, driving to the hoop.
Yo, Cat is the best big man shooter in history. You guys know this, right? He's better than Dirk.
Nah.
No. Statistically speaking, he is
he better than
the
Jokic?
best big man shooter in the history of the game.
I think I remember that stat from a year. I didn't know it was career-wise.
I'm letting him shoot. I know he's not going to play crazy D. I'm okay. You just can't have Brunson and Cat as defensive liabilities because what they're doing is they just run a pick and roll on Brunson and then he's exposed down low guarding a big and there's nothing that he
I
can
love
do.
when Cat plays like a big man, though. When he played like
When
a
he
big
just
man in game
bulldog,
3, oh my God, that's what brought him back. And here's my thing about the NBA. Why do people just settle for 3-pointers? You know one way that Indiana's been exploiting New York? Knicks don't be having no interior defense sometimes. So Pacers just go down there and get layups,
Pascal Siakam.
dunks, quick shoot, little right there mid-range shot. Why do they just settle for
Feels
three?
too easy. If it literally feels too easy for them to score, and every bucket we're scoring is painfully
Hard.
difficult. Yeah,
Yes, it's
painfully
hard.
difficult. And
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. It's like if Neesmith is in the game and he's on Brunson, I'm totally fine resting Brunson for a little bit. And if they switch Neesmith out, put him back in and let him exploit whoever's on him. Like, Carlisle is smart. He realized that Josh Hart really can't create off his own shot.
Nah.
So you put Halliburton on him, and now their defensive liability, which is Halliburton, now that's completely negated. So Tibbs just got to start coaching different. And right now he's basically just going, hey, Brunson, can you just score 50 every night and take us to the finals? Like, and that's not how you win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You need to make those adjustments.
Now we're going to be subject to the lowest rated NBA finals ever.
Knicks got it in 7. Knicks got it. Knicks know that we can beat them. We know. We came back from.
Any of this.
I do. I know we could beat them.
You believe in New York. You
I
believe in
New
the
York.
Knicks.
I believe
you
in New
believe
York.
in the Garden.
I do.
But you don't believe in your heart that they gonna come. By the way, if they did, it would be fantastic.
It would be
I don't
great.
think there would be a better story in basketball over the last 20 years.
Oh my God!
Like not even like the Knicks winning a championship would be incredible.
Who's got a better chance coming back 3-1, Minnesota or the Knicks?
The Knicks.
The Knicks. Definitely the
Because
Knicks.
the games have been close.
Definitely the Knicks.
Yeah, that's
right? And they've been very competitive games, and Indiana's closing out well, and Tibbs got to make some different coaching decisions. Like, I don't want to blame Brunson up because he's playing out of his mind. He's our fucking superstar. But if the other team does something to limit Brunson, like if you even notice in the last game, they started letting other guys bring the ball up, and it's because it's a grind on Brunson to bring it up 90.
And they bring in McConnell, then they bring in
And they throw bodies at him.
and
Nemhard, they just throw bodies at
A
him.
lot of fatigue, man. And
Exactly.
like the Knicks be fatigued as fuck. And then like, you're talking about somebody like Cat. You know Cat can shoot the ball, but can you when you 7 feet tall, 250, and you tired as fuck?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, you trying, but you heaving
Also,
shit.
Turner's been a lot better than I anticipated.
Oh, Turner's a beast.
This is the first time where I'm like, all right, this guy's like...
No, Miles is playing out of his mind.
Here's the reality of the situation. These guys have always played like that. Nobody watches the fucking Indiana Pacers except for Caitlin Clark and everybody in Indiana.
Yeah.
Miller.
No, you're right.
We don't see the Pacers. The
Yeah.
Pacers have literally been probably a top 3 team in the NBA since February.
If I'm Tibbs, I'm putting up big defensive lineups. Obviously, you start with your 5. You put big defensive lineups in, and then just make them earn tough buckets. Make the Pacers earn tough buckets. And if you can stretch out that lead, leave them in.
And play
There's no
half-court
pressure.
basketball.
When-
Stop running with the Pacers.
When it's appropriate, I agree with you right there.
Like, you stop running with them. The only time the Pacers should be getting fast breaks is when the Knicks miss and they get a rebound and they take out the court. Or it's a turnover and they take off the court. Just running back and forth, that shit is... I'm like, Knicks, y'all not that kind of team.
Yeah.
Poor Cat literally looks 500 pounds.
Yeah, it's you just look at how easy that play is. They just run this easy pick and roll up top on Brunson. He can't get over it and he
interior
can't get
defense.
under it. And it's just Carlisle's smart. He found a way to exploit our best player. He found a way to punish us for having our best player on the floor. That's a smart coach right there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I like Jalen, though.
he's unbelievable. He's the best player that we've had in our lifetime. He's a superstar.
Come on. Why? I've been hearing people, the best player in the Knicks?
Yeah.
Bernard King?
My lifetime, bro.
You think Jalen's better than Patrick Ewing?
Yeah.
Really?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Like what he does is like majestic. The question is, he's going to have to do it every single play for the last 2 quarters if we're putting these teams out there.
You think Jalen Brunson is better than Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You think he's better than the prime Amari Stoudemire?
Well, did Amari or Carmelo take us to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Knicks take it, Amari.
Not prime.
Yes, Melo took the Melo.
Not Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern semifinals.
Yeah. So
But that don't make you better.
I mean, at the end
If
of the
that's
day,
the
we
case,
judge
you ain't went to
wins.
the finals. Fucking not Clyde Frazier.
Stark?
Willis Reed won a championship.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my lifetime. I'm not saying back then. All I'm saying is
Nah, Jalen better than Willis Reed.
we need to switch some things up, and we need to defend. Right now, they're finding ways to expose us. So we need to put in our D guys, and we have D guys that can score. Deuce McBride can shoot the fucking lights out,
Yeah.
and he can lock up. So you might have to run Deuce in place of Brunson a little bit, as long as the other guys can step up. And I think you flip-flop Towns and Brunson. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think you flip-flop Towns and Brunson at times.
Yeah.
Because I think it's too much of a defensive liability when they're both in the game. Cat's going to be a little bit slow on switching, and I love Cat, and he's playing out of his mind. But defensively, they're going to score 2.
And he's gonna be very slow in the second half after you done fucking played him fucking 40 minutes.
Yeah, Tibbs going to take it
Do you
easy.
guys see the Brunson lookalike competition?
Nah.
Let's see that.
The Asian guy got robbed. I just want to say that.
I mean, Brunson does look a little bit like a
see
statue
if you
outside
can
of a
find that
P.F.
picture.
Chang's. He does have that look to him a little bit.
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. Play the Kendrick Perkins clip. Taylor, I want to see what Schultz thinks about this. I saw this last night. It was very interesting.
What's Big Perk saying?
Well, you know, Perk is the king of the hot takes. You
What's
know what I
Big
mean?
Perk
Think
saying?
about Perk's takes. You don't gotta like it.
But it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
You may not like what comes out that oven. You may not like what comes out that kitchen, but it's hot. Now let me read the quote. Perk says you got to check the boxes when you're facing the NBA. Bird, Magic, MJ, Kobe, Bron, Steph, they were all family men married with kids. Play the clip, Taylor. Play the clip, Taylor. This is Kendrick Perkins on First Take, and they're talking about did they crown Anthony Edwards too soon as face of the league.
Well, I think the league is doing everything in their power to not crown him.
Picture,
but
right?
I think the people are.
You got to check the boxes when you're the face of the league. Yes, we know you got to have your signature shoe. You're going to be in commercials. You're going to have the highlights. You got to have the game. But you know what else you got to have? You got to be a role model. Right? And things outside the lines matter. Now, if you go down the list of all the faces of the league in the history of the game, you look at Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, LeBron, Steph. What did they all have in common? While they was playing in the league, they all were family men. They all were married with kids. And if you think that don't play a role as far as the role model, this is facts. This is not something that I'm making. Hold on, but this is not something that I'm making up.
Yes,
now,
it
what
is.
happened? What happened to them after they retired? That's their business. But while they are playing, you got to check the boxes when you're the.
Pause. Let's talk about.
Tell you why that's cap.
Well, okay, let's talk about.
I think that sports in particular is probably the only field. Well, no, not just sports, but sports is definitely a field where that don't matter. You don't have to be a family man. He named some people, right? First of all, Shaquille O'Neal didn't get married until he was in the league for 10 years. He literally got married like his 10th year in the league. Okay. Deshaun O'Neal. Look it up. He got married. He literally got married after being in the league for a decade. He had beyond several endorsements. Magic Johnson didn't get married until 1991. Do you know when he retired? 1991.
Oh, wow.
He got married in like September, retired in like November. Michael Jordan didn't get married for he played 5 seasons before he got married. I don't know anything about Larry Bird. All I'm simply saying is, what happened, Chris?
He never saw his wife.
What do you mean?
With Bird, there was no sense of him being like a family guy.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Does he even have kids?
I think he has a daughter, yeah.
I never knew that. So my point is, I think that sports is probably the only industry where nobody gives a fuck if you have a family or not. Nobody cares about how many kids you got. Can you go out there and hoop? If Anthony Edwards had scored 40 points and they won the game and tied the series, they wouldn't even be having that conversation.
I think that you make a fantastic point. It's not a necessity. I agree. I do think that his relationship issues, like having a bunch of baby mamas, trying to pay off one of them for lifetime child support, I don't think that helps the league feel comfortable handing them the keys. Now, there's a difference between being a superstar and the league handing you the keys.
I agree with that.
And I think that he's going through a different version of kind of what Ja went through, where it's the league wants to hand him the keys, but he keeps doing knucklehead shit in his personal life. And then the league is like, man, we can't give him the fucking keys. We can't make him the face. Now, the fact that he's getting whooped in this series is almost like the league is, I wouldn't say the league is happy about it, but the league is taking a sigh of relief, because if he dominates the series and wins the championship, they're going to have to give him the league no matter what.
Yeah.
If he gets smoked and kind of exposed by another guard, then the league can be like, okay, we don't have to give him the keys. The people are not going to compel us to make this decision. But we can't act like what he's doing off the court doesn't affect his marketability.
I mean, it's hard to say that when he's still got hella endorsement deals, when all of these commercials are still playing during games, when his sneaker, the AE1 with Adidas, not Nike or some big basketball shoe, he got a signature shoe with Adidas and it's selling crazy.
No, there's no question he's going to sell. He's a superstar. I mean, I love that his game is unbelievable. If there's one person playing right now that I wish I could play just like them, it's Ant. He's just unbelievable.
It's interesting. I love Ant. But you can watch him and Shy on the court, and Shy is light years ahead of man as a ball player.
He is.
It's more exciting because Ant dunks. If Shy dunked and put his nuts in people's face the way Ant does, man, we might be having a discussion about the first person out of the country being the face of the league.
Yeah, I think that like that's the difference. Is like Shai is just unbelievable player, but I think that the game isn't as enticing to the average basketball fan because if you're not shooting threes from the logo, we
I'm
want to
putting
see
your nuts in people's face.
exactly. So it's just I think Perk is wrong here, but the conclusion ends up being the same, where it's like your off the court shit can affect the league wanting you to be the next superstar. LeBron never had any off the court drama.
Never.
And the league was very lucky to have a talent like him, a singular talent like him, that they could also give the responsibility of the whole league to and know it's going to be in good hands. If the NBA gives the whole league to Ant and then Ant gets another girl pregnant and it's another payoff, what is that saying for the league?
LeBron actually got the league early. And what I mean by that is, he wasn't married when he came into the league. He had a longtime girlfriend. Him and Savannah eventually got married. But what made them rush giving LeBron the league was Kobe's off the court, situation. But guess what? Kobe was still the face of the NBA, whether the NBA wanted him to be or not. Every player, it's right, including Shai and all of them, say, that's my influence. That's my GOAT. Kobe was my GOAT. Kobe went to the finals 3 times.
No. At the end of the
rape
day,
allegations.
it's meritocracy. The best player wins no matter what the fuck the off-court
That's a
shit
fact.
is going on, right? We know that. The people know that. Like, the league did not want to give Allen Iverson the keys.
Oh, my God.
But the people made the league give him the keys. So there is that possibility still. Don't get me wrong. He is that talented. And
He's not doing it on the court. So
He's
it's
not
kind of
doing it on the court.
It's a moot point right now.
Exactly.
That's why Perk's argument is silly to me. Because once again, if Ant had scored 40 points, like they only scored 15.
Yeah.
If Ant had scored 40 points and they tied the series,
Yeah.
that conversation would not even be happening.
That wouldn't, but Adam Silver would be like, fuck, we're going to have to give this kid the league. God, can we give him a vasectomy? Like, he's one vasectomy away from having the keys to the league.
The funniest shit I saw, somebody said Anthony Edwards was playing uncomfortable in game 4 like he had a condom on.
That's good.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say if your aunt's like mentor, if your aunt's agent, your aunt's manager, like what are you telling him right now? Outside of his play, like
get
what
out
do
of
you,
your own head. I don't, because I'm watching the game. I don't see Oklahoma doing like a crazy defensive scheme that's shutting them down. You know what I mean? Like and by the way, even if they do have a defensive scheme that's slowing you down, you still got to find a way to adjust.
Yeah.
You're Anthony Edwards. Like, when you are crowned and people think you're that great, you got to find a fucking way to win.
I will say to compliment him, like it's literally just the girl shit, right? Like I think he got into some other thing early.
Yeah, his teammates all say he's a fantastic
He is a
teammate.
fantastic
He's likable.
teammate. He gives them credit for everything. He's so likable. He lights up on camera. Like he's so complimentary to teammates. Like he's got it on the court and everything. I know he's maybe not playing great last game, but on the court he has got it.
What's the problem with him and girls though?
You
he got a
can't
couple
have
baby mamas?
fucking. You can't Sean Kemp it.
Yeah,
Why
he's
not?
he's
You know,
immature.
Well, it's
He's 22.
Yeah, but
But here
it's
he is.
irresponsible.
Here
It's
he is.
irresponsible. It's like
To have what, 4 kids?
he got how many baby mamas?
Not as many as Nick Cannon. Not as many as Elon Musk.
No, the thing
You
is,
have to be in the industry fucking 20 years before you had 12 baby mamas. And we make fun of him for it.
Because it's just a fun thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's not, we don't really care. He's taking care of his kids. Who cares?
there was a story, and I don't know how true it is, but it was essentially he was being sued for child support. And he said, "I'm just going to pay it all off right now because
did.
I never want to deal with this. See this kid."
Legend.
Come on, that's your kid, man.
What you mean?
That's your kid.
Legend.
You don't want to deal with your kid
Wait,
at
your
all.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that. I
Yeah,
heard
he
that.
didn't wanna deal with
I heard
it
he
at
didn't want to deal
all.
with the baby mom.
No,
he paid the mom off.
He
I can't
don't
say
want
that.
the kid at all.
I didn't hear that
That's
one.
your kid, man. You did it.
I didn't hear that
So
one.
that's what comes across. And who knows if it's true? Maybe he's like, I do want to be in this kid's life. Who knows?
Right.
The text
But-
messages are there.
Okay, so he's basically saying, I don't want to be around the kid at all. And the league can't give you the keys if you're not being a responsible parent because it's, at the end of the day, something you bring kids to. Basketball is built around kids growing up, loving the sport, and that connection between your family and you watching the game together. Like how many games we watch with our parents. So the league can't be like, oh yeah, here's this guy who's just nutting in every girl that allows him and then having kids and then trying to pay them all off.
There's got to be more to that story.
Sure.
You didn't see the messages?
Huh?
You didn't see the messages?
And that's right.
Karl Malone didn't want nothing to do with his kid.
Yeah, because she was like 14. or
But my
something.
point is, like, nobody cared. Like, he was that kid. Carmelo, nobody cared that
But
Carmelo.
if Karl Malone would probably be in jail now if the media was as decentralized back then as it is now. Because didn't he get a 13-year-old pregnant or some shit?
yeah,
Karl
that's the
Malone deserves to
God.
be in jail. Like, I don't even understand why he's not in prison. Like,
Where did it
low-key.
happen at?
Don't matter.
No, I'm saying no. It might because the law consent might be there. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out why
13?
didn't charges.
I'm sorry. I should say allegedly on that. Can we get the actual age? Because that's like a huge accusation. But didn't he get some underage girl?
It was definitely an underage girl. I remember that story. I definitely remember that story.
But the fact that none of us knew about it, you could kind of control it.
Man, you remember those times? I was thinking about this the other day when it came to like publicists and just the way the media and shit was set up. Do you know how much shit people had that you never knew about? Like, think about your favorite entertainer, your favorite comedian, your favorite sports
Shit,
athlete.
your president, Kennedy, was
All
the
presidents.
wildest.
We didn't know FDR had no
was a-
legs.
Kennedy was a sniper, right?
Yeah, he was taking them down.
That's what the street says.
But, he was taking
like,
them down.
like before the Clinton before the Clintons and the Trumps of the world, he was.
Stick man.
That's what
Legendary
that's what the
stick
streets
man.
say. The streets say that. The streets say
Uh-huh.
that. I hear that story.
Uh-huh.
But listen, man,
Uh-huh.
was he an effective president?
Well, I don't know, really.
People got
Are they supposed to be role
vices.
models though in this sense?
No. Charles Barkley, Nike did this is where the hypocrisy comes into play. Nike did a whole campaign with Charles Barkley about not being a role model.
And that was-
That's how you know
That was fantastic.
that shit don't matter.
That was fantastic.
All we care about is can you hoop? If you can go out there and give us 30 a night, 15 boards a night, nobody will give a fuck. I can give you example after example after example of people who were so problematic off the court and nobody cared if you went out there and did your job.
No, you're 100% right. And every single team or fans of any team that's being critical of Ant right now would take him on their team in a heartbeat. If
Are
the
people really
opportunity-
being critical?
Yeah, as they should, bro. Like, deadbeat dad shit is whack.
Is he a deadbeat? I don't like that. That's such a harsh accusation. I don't know.
He has other kids that he's not a deadbeat too, but to that one woman, like he doesn't want anything to do with.
Gotta hear both sides.
You didn't see the messages for real?
Yeah,
No, we gotta hear both sides. There could
I
be
gotta hear
fake
both
messages.
sides. There's got to be a reason for this.
And if that is the case, then obviously it's allegedly.
Especially,
gotta be
especially if
reason
you're
he's-
saying to me that he takes care of his other kids, and not, like I don't know anything
'cause
about.
He has I think 2 baby moms,
I don't know anything about any of
2
this.
other ones.
Karl
I
Malone
guess.
shit is crazy. So the girl was 13. This happened in Louisiana, and the age of consent is 17.
Shit.
God.
So he should be in jail.
So what happened? Like, how did he get off?
No charges were filed.
What?
Oh, he was dropping 50 a game. Must be. What? No, seriously, what year was this? If no charges were filed, I guarantee he was a star athlete when all of this shit was happening.
Yeah.
'Cause he went to college in Louisiana. Didn't he play for
No,
Xavier?
he was 20 when it was
Louisiana
that.
Tech.
Who he play for?
Louisiana Tech.
She was
Louisiana
13.
Tech. Oh, so he was
He was balling in college. Yeah.
a star athlete.
Crazy.
I'm sure they paid him out and the whole thing.
That's crazy.
He probably didn't have no money then, though. I'm sure the school might
They
have did
knew
it.
that he was going to the league.
Yeah. But that's my point. If you are good on the court, all
That doesn't make it right.
Don't matter. I'm not saying it makes it right.
He's not saying it's okay. What
I'm
he's
not saying
is
it's okay.
that we're willing to look past certain transgressions so that our teams can win, which is 100% accurate. The NBA might not be willing to do that, but
The NBA is definitely. The NBA has a limit. The NBA don't go as far as the NFL. The NFL, I think that you can get one body.
you could kill. You could kill.
Depending on the circumstances,
Yeah.
you can get one body and still be on the football field.
Yeah, if you're not guilty, you're good.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that in the NBA.
The NFL really believes in innocence so proven guilty.
Man,
They do. Like,
man.
and even when you've been proven guilty, they're still like,
CTE.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? CTE.
Because money matters. That's all.
No,
You're
you're right.
absolutely right. Money
You're
does
100%
matter.
right.
And people, it's sad, man. When it comes to sports, people get over things very quickly. Like when it comes to sports, people get over things very quickly. And you have some very powerful people who have your back in sports. Like they're like, look, we invested too much into this guy. Yo, think about homie that played, did he play for the Hornets?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What's his name? I can't remember his
Who?
name right now. Oh, he played for the Hornets. He had some wild shit a couple of years ago. What was his
The
name?
forward. I know who you're talking
Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up, man.
So I'm reading, Ant has 4 kids with 4 baby moms, and there's another paternity test on the way.
Damn.
So is that the one he's not That's what he's probably
No,
waiting on.
you're-
He wait till the results of the test come back.
No, it's a different one, right?
You're talking about Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges.
What happened with Miles? Ant got 4 baby mamas and 4 kids, and another
And
paternity
then he had a
test.
fiance too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
What are we talking about here? Like you could be critical of that. Like, come on, this is
What?
unbelievably irresponsible.
What happened?
Yeah, it is.
4 different baby mamas,
Still not as much as Elon Musk.
Shut up, man.
and we criticize him.
Elon Musk's not
Don't
even
we?
married.
I don't think so. People don't really criticize.
Nobody cares.
He's not even married though.
If you
or
know when they
nothing.
care. To Taylor's point,
I'll be honest, I think it's corny.
you know when the,
I think it's corny
I
to be
know you know when people care when you're not taking care of your kids.
And the perception is because Elon's got money, he's taking care of the kids. But
Yes.
like, there's different versions of take care.
Yes.
Take care is being there.
Yes, yes. If you paid off a person's child support for a year for life,
Nah, you got to be present, bro.
no, you do have to be present. But I didn't hear that he wasn't present. I heard that he, paid off the child support and because he didn't want to deal with the baby mama. I didn't hear he wasn't present. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I know is if he had scored 40 the other night and the series was tied, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, no, you're right
We
about
would
that.
not even be having this conversation. That's my whole point with this. If you dropped 40 and the series was tied, we wouldn't even be caring
I'll
about
tell you one thing. David Stern would have faked them paternity tests. David Stern would have faked them. A real commissioner would have stepped in and faked them paternity tests. And he would have 1 kid by 1 baby mama. It's over. 100%.
He's rather
100%. Where's Adam Silver at? You got to freeze the envelope. You gave Dallas the fucking first pick. You can't fake a couple paternity tests and make it look like Ant got no babies?
If we being honest, Karl Malone, that was the David Stern era.
Of course.
And if you believe the stuff about Michael Jordan, having a real bad gambling habit. And
Well, we know that's true.
That's true. But if you believe that they had to suspend him for a year and all that, you know what I mean? Which I don't
Well, I don't
believe.
know.
I don't believe that either. But I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff that happened under the Stern era that you didn't know. And those are the golden ages of the NBA.
Adam, you got to step up, man. You got a little issues you need to get right.
I mean, he did just rig the latest draft. That was cool. Let the white African go to Dallas. You know
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
white Africans,
Made
man.
sure Luka got to LA. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Like,
white Africans,
I'm
bro.
just saying, like that was a good move. Make sure Luka get to LA.
Yeah.
Let Bron go to Cleveland for his last year, right? Freaking, you got Cooper Flag in Dallas.
Oh, you
now.
think Braun's going back to Cleveland?
He should.
No, he's not going to
He
leave
should.
his son.
They're gonna take Bronny with him.
You think?
Yes. What you think LA gonna keep him if LeBron leaves? It's what you think. Like, God bless Bronny, but you really think the Lakers are gonna keep Bronny if LeBron leaves? Like,
Wow,
no.
so Braun leaves.
Play your final year in Cleveland. Have your farewell tour.
Do have the farewell tour. It doesn't
and
matter if you win or not.
And
You're playing
Cleveland's a
with your
contender.
kid.
Cleveland had the best record. No, did they have
Holy
the best record in
shit,
the league?
Cleveland's a good team.
Yeah. Did they have the best record in the league?
They did. For the Eastern Conference final, Eastern Conference.
And
But
lost in the second round badly, 4-1 against the Pacers. Perfect time for Bron to go
I didn't
back.
even consider that Cleveland has a good team.
And he's a free agent. They don't have to. They
Whoa.
won't cost nobody nothing. They don't got to.
He could take veteran minimum.
If he's willing to do that.
He won't.
I have a question.
That'd be very selfish. To take the veterans minimum, go to Cleveland, have your farewell tour. You'll be in the finals again next year.
Can I throw a suggestion? And this would be illegal, but this would be my suggestion. I go to Cleveland. I say, I'm going to come there, and I'm going to come there for the veterans minimum.
Yep.
We're going to try to win this championship, win one more for Cleveland. Then I'm going to retire. You're going to keep on having Bronny on your team for another, this is the illegal shit. You're going to keep on having Bronny on the team or sign him for 4 more years or whatever it is. You can't drop, you got to keep him on the team. And when I retire, you have to let me purchase an ownership stake in the team.
Well, he's trying to buy the.
Just want to do that in LA though? Or you don't think
that
they
would be
sell?
that'd be way better, but I don't think LA needs it.
He wants to do that in Vegas. Like that's
so
that's the conversation that they've.
So
been
he'll
having.
be like the new owner of the team.
Yeah.
Definitely possible, but if he wants to do the hometown thing, which I don't know why he would want to spend his time in Cleveland, but if he does, that would be remarkable.
I mean, it's your last year. Like you are.
I'm saying in perpetuity. Like
I
if you're,
don't think the only thing I've understood is that he doesn't see himself as a Cleveland guy. In his mind, Akron and Cleveland, there's a massive
Right there, though.
distinction. And there's not that sense of like
Pride.
it's home, right? Like he played there, he won there. It's the same state, but like he reps Akron.
Yeah, but
He doesn't
your,
rep Cleveland.
Your best championship is in Cleveland. If I'm being completely honest, the only place LeBron should have a statue is in front of the Cleveland Cavaliers arena.
you could give him Miami too.
Yeah.
I think you could give him Miami.
Only because they lost. But then that made it real. They had to lose in order for it to feel real.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, to me, he underachieved in Miami.
How many they win in Miami?
3.
No, it's 2.
Only 2?
2. Remember, they lost one.
And he promised 9.
Yeah.
His fault. That's the way draft picks works, baby. Okay? You said you were going to win 9 championships. You only gave us 2, Bron. I don't think you can get a statue.
I have a question.
Yes.
You consider him in your top 5?
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How come y'all don't consider like him being a bitch on the court? Like when he's like, no, for real. When he's
Savannah gonna run down on you, yo. Why would you
okay,
say
she
that?
knows that he acts like a bitch on the court.
What?
Because why?
Going on?
No, on all seriousness. No, for real. When he be fake, like acting like he's hurt and everything.
Everybody
how
does
come
that.
Not like him.
How
come no one considers that?
Everybody flops.
You say
I've never seen no other player do it like him.
oh, you got to watch Chris Paul. Chris
you gotta
Paul
watch
and Jonathan
Jalen
Majors
Brunson.
on the court.
Hey,
Jalen is the best at it.
chill out.
Nah, he ain't better than
Really?
Chris Paul. I've
Like
seen
Shy-
Chris Paul not get hit and be like,
Shy.
Shy is good too.
Harden was very good in
Foul
his time.
baiting, it's called.
yeah, foul baiting.
How come y'all don't consider that like as a player though? Like
I think it's smart when it works.
Jordan didn't flop.
I would say Kobe didn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I
flop.
think it's
Jordan
smart.
didn't need to. They gave him the calls all the time.
Jordan, Kobe got all the calls. I think it's smart when it works. I don't have a problem with it.
Really?
It's not fun to watch.
You don't think it looks
It's not good to
ridiculous?
watch.
Huh?
When Brunson and Shy are really pushing it, it's frustrating to watch.
It is.
They all do that. I be wondering what the fuck's wrong with the ref. Because we be at home watching that shit like, God, that wasn't no fucking foul.
Yep.
What does the ref see? You're right there on the court. Like sometimes people don't even get hit and somebody goes and falls out and it's a foul
They
call.
start every time with the ball with the chicken wing out.
Yeah.
And then it's just like from there, it's just like
I don't think LeBron James is a bitch on the court. I don't.
He does that.
I honestly,
It's
truly
crazy.
believe.
He's too big to be doing that shit.
I'm not even
What did he do to you, man? What
I just don't like that business. Like it looks crazy.
I'm not even joking when I say this.
It does.
I think all criticism of LeBron James is actually unfair
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
because this man has played 22 years.
That doesn't mean he acts like that.
He's played 22 years at the highest of levels. Has he always won? No. But he's always gone out there in this era of people who like to do load management and all of that shit like that. He's always gone out there and given us his best for 22 years, and we've never seen somebody play this long for this good. I truly feel like all criticism of LeBron James is unfair because to Andrew's point, he spent a lot of time in Cleveland
Okay.
with not the best around him. Now, when he got his Kyries and his Kevin Loves, he still didn't necessarily win, but he got Cleveland one. I really think all criticism.
That's not what I'm
of LeBron is
arguing
unfair.
though. I'm just saying he just shouldn't act like that all the time. Like it's like just too much.
What does it make you feel like when you see?
Like he's not a man.
God damn. You saying he trans? What are you saying?
Who do you
right
think's
now?
tougher on the court, Angel Reese or LeBron James?
See, that's hard. That's
Is it? What?
hard. Because I feel like I see
Women
her
are
flop
amazing.
too.
Go, Taylor. Cook. Fucking cook, Taylor. Let her fucking cook, Taylor. I don't give a fuck. I'm with
And
Taylor.
look, this is-
Go, Taylor. Taylor, I'm with
This
you.
is biased because
Now that I think about it, LeBron and Angel. Who's tougher on the court now that I think about it?
Crazy.
Think about it. I gotta think
Yeah,
about
crazy,
it. Yo.
but that's what.
I don't know. That's a tough one, yo.
Yo, you can seduce Charlotte into a hot easy, bro.
Did you see
He loves fun too much. The second he feels the fun,
Did you see Angel the other night? She did
Yeah.
that big ass pick on Aaliyah Thomas, and Aaliyah was going down, and she just had to grab Angel's jersey, and Angel didn't even fall with it. Angel just kept running and smiled. Never seen Bron do no shit like that.
hey,
Never seen
Hey.
Bron do no shit like that.
it's a good ass point.
Speaking of women's basketball, I'm getting a bunch of texts right now.
What?
Dawn Staley's book, #2 in the country, just came out.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here. Hold on.
On the nonfiction list, which is so it's only behind Original Sin, so that's pretty fucking nuts.
What's Original Sin?
Oh, get the fuck out of here. She made #2 on the New York Times bestsellers list.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy fucking oh, that's the wrong book. Hold on. Fucking, this is the #1 book in the country. This straight ass book that pisses me off that we'll talk about in a second. Shout out to Don Staley, Uncommon Favor, #2 book in the country on the New York Times bestsellers list, baby. Let's motherfucking go. Black Privilege Publishing, Simon & Schuster. Salute to Don, man. Oh, that's incredible. #2 on the nonfiction list. Wow.
Why are you not wearing your sweatshirt?
I'm gonna wear it tomorrow on the radio. Wow.
They want you on that 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to get on there to say congratulations. God damn it. Wow. Fucking incredible. Incredible, man. Let's pay some bills and come back and talk about this #1 book in the country.
Let's do it.
Original Sin, which I've read. Let's pay some bills. Salute the Cash App, man. God damn it, Cash App. I'm going to be honest with you. I wish y'all didn't exist. I mean... Listen, no, let me explain. I'm happy y'all exist, but boy,
people get comfy asking for money.
Oh my fucking God, man. Jesus Christ.
You can't even say I don't have it on me anymore.
Cash App, y'all have made life hard, but easy at the same time. Okay? Making money move should be easy, and that's why there's Cash App. It's fast, safe, and honestly just way more personalized than other apps out there. No extra hoops to jump through, no extra stress. All of the tools are right there to help you cash in. Plus, sending money with Cash App actually feels safe. They look out for you. If something seems sketchy or they see you might be sending money to a potential scammer, they'll warn you and make you think twice before you hit send. It's like having a personal bodyguard for your cash. You can even spice up your payments with custom text stamps and backgrounds, because why should paying your friend for brunch be so boring? If for whatever reason you don't already have Cash App, just download it from your phone's app store, sign up, enter our code idiots in your profile, send $5 to a friend, and you'll get $10 just for getting started. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, idiots, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. What else we got, Taylor Gang?
Guys, this episode has also been brought to you by Kickoff, man. Let's be real. When your credit isn't perfect, it can feel like the system is stacked against you. Even if you're responsible with money, bad credit can keep you from moving forward, getting a car, renting an apartment, buying a house. You need credit for these things, and that's where Kickoff comes in. Kickoff gives you the smartest tools to build a real credit fast. Sign up without a credit card, and Kickoff's monthly plans start targeting key credit factors in the background, which can mean real results before you know it. I'm telling you, it's an absolutely fantastic way to start building up that credit, which again is crucial as you're an adult, and we have a system built on credit and is used to verify you as trustworthy to pay these payments down. So users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in the first year. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month, no hidden fees, and zero interest, Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureau sees good behavior, and your credit can grow fast, okay? I'm telling you right now, Kickoff is a credit line that's just for credit building, not everyday spending. So start building credit with Kickoff today, and you can get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to Get Kickoff. That is KIKOFF.com/idiots. Okay, that is Get Kickoff, GETKIKOFF.com/idiots. All right, it's Kickoff without the C. Okay. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/idiots to activate the offer. The offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of 84 points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. Now let's get back to the show.
Man, let's do some church announcements. Donald Trump has commuted Larry Hoover's sentence. Donald Trump shortened the infamous former gang leader sentence after years of advocates pressing for his release. Donald Trump has commuted the sentence of Larry Hoover, the infamous former gang leader from Chicago. However, the co-founder of Chicago Gangster Disciples has been serving multiple life sentences since the 70s. He has multiple state and federal convictions, including for murder and founding a criminal enterprise. He has made repeated requests to shorten his sentence, including under the First Step Act, a criminal justice reform bill passed during Trump's first term. I wonder, so that don't mean he comes. Does he have a chance of coming home?
What does a commuted sentence mean?
Man, he gave Michael Grimm a full pardon too, Chris.
Who?
Michael Grimm.
Who's that?
Remember Michael Grimm? He was the former Republican congressman from New York, and he pled guilty in like 2014 to federal tax fraud charges.
Vaguely.
Jesus Christ, man. Wow. Let's do it. What's your church announcements, Hezzy?
Life, Netflix. And that's it right now.
Life on Netflix, man. My church announcements are simple. Salute to Don motherfucking Staley. Uncommon Favor, Basketball, North Philly, My Mother, and the life lessons I learned from all three. This book came out last Tuesday. It is an instant New York Times bestseller. We just got the word. You heard it live on the podcast. It is the #2 book in the country behind Original Sin. I threw Original Sin on the floor. Original Sin is a fantastic read, but I'm really pissed off at Original Sin for a lot of different reasons, but not really the book. I'm more pissed off at what's inside of the book. And I'm actually even more pissed off because if we would have put this book out a week earlier, Don Staley would have the #1 book in the country. But you know what? God is good. Okay, God is good. God is good. Don Staley has a million different accolades, you know, Olympic champion, you know, WNBA Hall of Famer, you know, college basketball national championships, college coach of the year. Too many accolades to name. And now she is a New York Times bestseller. #2 book in the country behind Jake Tapper, Original Sin. Shout out to Black Privilege Publishing. Shout out to everybody at Atria. Shout out to everybody at Simon & Schuster. Thank you to everybody who went out there and purchased that book. So make sure you go and get that right now.
Can we please have a discussion about Jake Tapper's book?
Jake Tapper's book, Original Sin.
I've seen you be quite outspoken about this, Charlamagne.
Well, I was outspoken about it before I read it. In typical Brilliant Idiots fashion. Okay. But what I said still stands. There's not nearly enough accountability from Jake Tapper in regards to the media's role in the cover-up of President Biden's decline. Because that's what the book is about. The book is about President Biden's decline, his cover-up, and his disastrous choice to run again. This, first of all, it's a great read. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like it's not a great read. It's the #1 book in the country. And it's #1 for a reason, because it is a great read, right? But all it did was give details to everything that we already knew. There is nothing in this book that over the course of the campaign, or even before the campaign, that a motherfucker like me didn't say. I said in 2023, Biden should drop out.
Just out of curiosity, Charlamagne, when you said that about Biden, did you receive any sort of scrutiny?
Oh my God.
Oh, you did?
Smoked me out, man.
What did they call you?
It was on MSNBC saying I was a Russian, I was spreading Russian propaganda. And I'm like, why? Because I got eyes? And you know what's even more fucked up about this book? In the book, it talks about, I forgot what the percentage is, but I think it was like over 60% of Americans thought Biden was too old. So I wasn't saying anything that was so out of the ordinary. I got eyes.
Charlamagne, when all of us were saying these things about Biden, we were saying these things about the current administration, we were sharing our frustrations with the administration, you got labeled radioactive, Russision propagandist.
MAGA.
We got labeled extreme right-wing lunatics, right? Now, all of a sudden, you've seen many of the liberal media pundits start to echo the same sentiments that we were saying for 4 years that we got criticized for. Now, we can't go, I told you so, because it's good that they're getting to this point.
No, we can definitely say that.
All right, let me say this better. The mature version of this is to not sit here and go, I told you, and go, well, it's good that you're here because now we can make the party a better place and you understand what people, well, we're not mature.
We're not mature.
So we got to have
some conversations.
No, we're not.
Listen, the back of this book says,
where's the apology to us, yo? What the whole corporate media apparatus on the left side had tried to make us
That's right.
radioactive for 4 years.
That's right.
Now all of a sudden they're doing this reversal where they're echoing the same talking points that they criticized us for 4 years.
That's
they're
right.
going on talk shows and referring to you and myself as these like extremists.
Yes.
And now they're saying the same fucking thing.
Same shit.
But because they can make money off of it, all of a sudden it's okay.
You labeled us part of the right. Now it's time for you to say that we were right. Okay? That's what the fuck it boils down to. And you know what Jon Stewart said that was so ill? Jon Stewart said, you're making money off telling us things
that we
you should have told us for free 2 years ago because you're the fucking news outlet.
Forgetting about the fact how weird it is that the news is selling you a book about news they should have told you was news a year ago for free.
I got mad respect for Jake Tapper. You know what I'm saying? This ain't an indictment of Jake Tapper. All I'm simply saying is there is not enough accountability being had by the media. And you know what? I don't want to hear Biden lied to us all. You know why? Or the Biden administration lied to us all. That's not a good enough excuse. You know why that's not a good enough excuse? Because you got eyes. Because you got ears. And it was your job as a journalist.
Aren't you a journalist?
That's
Shouldn't you do
right.
some fucking research?
That's right. The same way I can go on Breakfast Club or The Daily Show or Brilliant Idiots and say things like Joe Biden is too old. Joe Biden needs to step down. Like you should be able to say that on your mega platform, but you didn't. And guess what? If Joe Biden was president now, you still wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that right now if Joe Biden was president. Listen, this shit says, the back of the book says, what the world saw at Joe Biden's one and only 2024 debate was not an anomaly. It was not a cold. It was not someone who was under or overprepared. It was not someone who was just a little tired. It was the natural result of an 81-year-old man whose capabilities had been diminishing for years. My guy, I was on ABC News with Jonathan Capehart. With Jonathan Capehart. I said verbatim, February of 2024, Joe Biden should not debate Donald Trump. He will get washed by Donald Trump in the debate. I said that everywhere I went, but I said it on a huge platform like ABC. And I said, because even though Trump's 3 years younger than Biden, he just comes off more youthful. And he got them motherfucking jokes and them zingers. He's gonna run circles around Biden. It took for y'all to actually put him out there. And you know what they say throughout this book when they talk about the debate? Why did they ever put him out there? Who was around him that didn't see he wasn't capable of going out there? We not at the White House every day, Schultz. We're not even in the press conferences at the White House as journalists. We're watching on television.
So who was really president? That's what I want to know.
Well, but that's the good news in the book.
And who's the committee?
A lot of people, the lobbyists.
They call them the Politburo.
Yeah, Politburo. Yeah, what was the name of it they had? The Politburo, they called it?
Politburo. It's like
and should there be some sort of punitive measures?
No.
Well, let me just get it all out. Okay. Should there be some sort of punitive measure, bare minimum accountability, but punitive measures, and then some sort of legislation put in place to stop this from happening again? We had a situation where someone that was holding the most important position in the world did not have all their faculties with them. Yeah. And the people around them hid it from the American people. This is democracy. This is not a dictatorship, right? Hid it from the American people and were potentially, allegedly, making decisions on behalf of that person. People we did not elect. People that were not democratically elected were making decisions for Biden and then giving him the responsibility of those decisions. To me, there needs to be some sort of punitive measures taken so that the next time something like this does present itself, they will be concerned about making those decisions because of the punitive measures.
I wonder about that, though, because isn't your team supposed to help you, govern?
Help you, not do it for you, and hide the fact that you're not capable of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it appears has happened, yes.
So, I mean, look, I'm not, I've read about half of the book. I think I have a pretty good sense of what it's about and what's going on. It's a disappointing read if you're a Democratic supporter, right?
Yes.
Like, it was a self-inflicted wound. They did it to themselves. It is true that his inner circle absolutely managed him and tried to put him in situations where he would seem most effective and present and vigorous, and shielded him from situations where we would have a better sense of really what he was going through. But I will say this, in the end, it played out like the way it was supposed to play out in a democracy. It should have played out earlier. And I think that's the fault. Because at the end, there's a line in the book, so I don't know if you remember it, but after the debate, there's a woman who's like, God, they couldn't have found a fucking positive COVID test.
Positive COVID test, yeah.
And not put him out there, right?
I think it was Jen O'Malley Dillon.
Maybe.
Yeah, I said that.
But they put him out there. And America had the right reaction, which was this guy...
It's not fit.
He can't do it.
For the position.
But Chris, I agree with you.
It should have happened earlier.
It happened when he got elected. I'm not even joking. From the moment he got elected in 2020, it should have been, look, we don't give a fuck what you want to do. Right. You're going to be a one-term president. You're going to be a transitional president. Let's start the process now.
But who's we?
But why are they still making
that? We that was covering up for him.
But but when I read this book, I'm like, there is no we, and that's part of it's good news and bad news.
But why should we even make that decision? I feel like sometimes the DNC has too much power.
They didn't have enough power in this. Nobody's.
This was all Biden.
This is Biden.
All Biden.
Ego. That is what's going on.
All Biden.
It's
what
Biden.
do you
mean? He wanted this.
He wanted this, and nobody stepped in.
He wanted what?
The run again.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Right. There was no secret backroom cabal of Obama and Nancy Pelosi and all these people.
That's right.
The problem was they respected him too much. So the dynamics as it's laid out in the book, and of course the book's ultimately through Jake Tapper's lens, but let's run with it. Is
so now we have to believe Jake.
Well, it's not just Jake. Let's not put on Jake.
After he did cover for Biden for 4 years, now we're supposed to believe him. But are you still doing cover?
There's a lot to criticize.
He's not covering for Biden at all. Now Biden announced prostate cancer. Then fucking step on this. I'm telling you right now.
Of sure, he's not covering for Biden, but is he covering for whoever was protecting Biden? My point is he's
nobody gets covered.
He's trashing them.
Trashing whom?
Everybody.
The Biden inner circle.
What's it called? The
Politburo, which is like a play on a Soviet kind of leadership. This is the narrative in the book.
All I'm saying is, why do we trust you now?
No, it's a fair question, which is why I'm saying...
Lie to me once, why would you not lie to me again?
Very fair question.
So why is this information true? It seems to me that now that Biden is of no use to the Democratic Party, that it'd be very easy to discard him and blame everything on him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what they have to do, shows. And I'm pretty sure I've said this here on Brilliant Idiots before. Any Democrat moving forward, you have to throw Biden under the bus. That's your first order of business. You literally have to throw Biden under the bus, that whole old regime of the Democratic Party, everybody that was involved in that cover-up, that has to be your first order of business before we even pay you any attention.
Everybody's talking about the people around him, but it's he's your boss at the end of the day. And even if you think he's not capable, if he's telling you, hey, I'm capable, I don't want you to say anything, why are people upset at the people around him for listening?
How do we know that's true? To me, Biden's a company man. To me, he was a lifelong politician. He knows the game. He waited his term. He got his slot.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you how that's true.
I think he's down to do whatever they tell him to do.
That Politburo lied to him throughout the book. They didn't tell him the real poll numbers. They didn't. They weren't telling him the real poll numbers. They were telling him that he could win. They were saying, oh, you're just outside of the margins. This is the typical, margin of...
Is that treason?
No, it's
lying.
Is it?
See, the president of the United States of America.
There's not a black and white lying situation in the book.
Yes, it is, Chris. People like Nancy Pelosi and were literally saying, "What polls are y'all feeding him?" According to the book, there were Democrats around saying, "What polls are y'all showing him?"
I've heard
that
this.
He thinks he can win.
I've heard this outside the book. And my sources will remain secret, anonymous or whatever. But I've heard that the people around him were just lying to him.
It's in the book.
Now, what advantage do they have by lying to the president?
Sucking dick, glazing.
No.
Top tier glazing. Grade A glazing.
Staying in power.
They stay in power.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
That is what concerns me. Their need, their thirst, their desire to stay in power, they propped up someone who is essentially puppeteered. To me, maybe it's not treason, but there's a form of corruption right there. When you are lying to the person that we democratically elect so that you can maintain in this position of power, That goes against the democratic process because you guys know that you're making these decisions. And now to just blame everything on Biden when he's fed false information from this Politburo, whatever the fuck you want to, they need accountability. We don't even know who these motherfuckers are.
Did you get to the point in the book, Chris, where Chuck Schumer went to his house? Yes. This is what really turned the tide. When Chuck Schumer went to his house, one-on-one, and just told him the fucking truth.
Oh, so now
showed him the poll numbers.
Chuck's a hero.
Right, well,
so
look,
conveniently, all these people that run the Democratic Party are heroes.
So you know how you know Chuck Schumer fed them that information? Because there's a line after Chuck Schumer leaves his house where he said, Biden put his hands on Chuck's shoulders and said, you've got some of the biggest balls of anybody I've ever met. Get the fuck out.
This is a propaganda piece for the Democratic elites. How could you not see it? They are discarding Biden like trash. They're blaming all the problems of the Democratic Party on this one guy. It alleviates their responsibility.
I'm
not saying totally.
I don't think they come off looking good in
at
this
all,
book.
Bro. Yo, I'm not even joking when I say this. It really make you feel like, oh, it's fucked them for the foreseeable future. I'm not even joking.
I don't think that they can continue with the current elites that are in power. I don't think with Pelosi.
They got to go.
They've lost the people.
They got to go. Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy.
It's over.
I'm not even joking.
Wait, right now?
Yes.
I thought you pardoned Larry Hoover.
He did. And NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, it's done for Democrats. It's done for Democrats. It's done for Democrats. Hold on. YoungBoy is free. He's not just free. He's free.
NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy gonna be on an arena tour.
Yo. Democrats.
NBA YoungBoy is gonna be on an arena tour this summer. I just told Chris this. These are culture wars.
Yeah, and the Democrats just don't know how to play culture.
And
you want to know why they don't know?
Idea.
Because they're not in the culture. They're in Ivy League institutions. They're on the Upper East Side of New York. They're handing out at fancy dinners. They're patting themselves on the back on golf courses. They are not in with the regular people. Now, you could say the same thing about Trump. You could say on paper the exact same thing about Trump and the Republicans, but then why do they keep doing this?
Because
they are in culture.
Because bro. even if I'm
this is what you guys want. You want fucking partying.
Yo, you know what?
The point,
some
Chris,
people do, Chris.
No. Chris is missing the point again. We're talking about strategy here.
Yeah.
All of the shit that Donald Trump is doing. Remember what I told you a while ago? You can rob the country blind as long as you just do a little something that makes people feel like you still in tune with what they got going on.
Put out the big, beautiful bill.
The culture should hold out for a slightly higher buyout than fucking
bill came out yesterday.
YoungBoy and Larry Hoover. Come on, man.
Elon Musk.
The big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful bill.
Big and beautiful.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
That gets your friends rich.
Yeah.
And it allegedly, I think it is. It's just going to bloat the government even more. People are going to ride this shit till the wheels fall off.
Elon Musk criticized it.
So, I was like disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
I actually thought that when this big, beautiful bill came along. I mean, like, everything he's done on Doge gets wiped out in the first year.
I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both. My personal opinion.
I must criticize it, but you know what? No tax on overtime, no tax on tips. Anybody who got an overtime job or anybody got a job that they're making money on tips is like, that bill looks big and beautiful to me.
Listen,
they know how to play the game. Bro.
You're right, but let me add another piece to that.
Please.
Who runs social media? Seriously. Who runs social media? Say it.
Chinese or something?
No. Who runs the culture of social media?
Black Twitter.
Who?
Black Twitter.
Okay, so if I put out this big, beautiful bill that's getting all of this critique, Elon Musk, supposed to be a guy, comes out and says, yo, you're stepping on what Doge has done because this bill isn't going to do nothing but fucking put more money on the motherfucking deficit. All right, I know what to do to change the temperature. Let's pardon Larry Hoover. Let's pardon NBA YoungBoy. That's going to get all the computers putin'. It's going to wash all of this other shit out of the motherfucking ecosystem.
Now,
because nobody gets the computers putin' like Black Twitter. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. It's not my fault.
Now, can Black Twitter raise its prices then? Because goddamn, man, like
you want tariffs? You want Black
tariff?
No. What do you mean raise prices? You mean you want other people to be? If
you're gonna distract by elevating somebody, make it somebody who deserves to be elevated. motivated.
Got it.
Chris, I'm with you.
So-
I'm not cheering.
Charlotte, what would you
on.
say? What would you say to somebody who goes, "Wow, that's what the Trump administration thinks of black people, that all you got to do is give them these little tidbits and then they'll look away from
It's
this
not even just
bill."
black people. Trump understands the art of distraction. That should be his next book, The Art of Distraction.
You're 100
Nobody understands the art of distraction like Donald Trump.
You're 100% right.
Donald Trump will
yeah.
do whatever he has. By the way, this ain't even just distracting from the big, beautiful bill. This is distracting from the talk of nuclear fucking war, which media talks so casually about this week.
Russia has just warned Donald Trump to back off over Ukraine with more threats of World War III. The US president seems to now realize, at least, the Russian President Vladimir Putin has been playing him, talking peace to Trump, but instead beefing up attacks on Ukrainian civilians. And Trump this week warned Putin he was playing with fire. But as I said last night, one of Putin's cronies, former President Dmitry Medvedev, told Trump he was playing with World War III himself. And now Putin's top propaganda man, Vladimir Solovyev, has just repeated exactly that in his top-rating TV show.
Putin and Trump going at it. The Kremlin and the White House going at it via tweets. Motherfuckers are just casually mentioning World War III, casually mentioning nuclear war. You talking about two of the most unstable egos we've ever seen leading countries. How do we know those buttons can't get pushed? Let me change the temperature on that. I don't like what y'all playing on this television. I'm not even gonna turn your TV off. I'm just gonna turn the channel. Trump has a remote
on everything.
And he's just changing the channel whenever the fuck he wants to. And Democrats just simply can't keep up, Chris.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
We shouldn't emulate that.
Yes, they should.
Why?
That's the only way to win.
It's going to implode.
Not if you do it right.
There's no right way to do it.
There's a version to do it for the things that Democrats are interested in.
Yes.
But they need to be able to reckon with themselves. Like the party needs to understand how they're perceived. You know what the Democrats are? They're like, you ever see like a rapper that fell off?
Never.
Okay. So it's like, you know how like a rapper is the last one to know that they fell off?
Right.
They still got the chain on. They still walking around like they're popping when everybody else is looking at them like, it's really not that anymore, right? That's kind of what the institution is doing. And it's going to take a massive crumbling, which is they're seeing what's happening, obviously, last election, before they really look in the mirror and go, okay, what can we change? We lost working class Americans. They keep on saying like we lost white males. They looked at the polling data, the most accurate polling data, 18 to 30 or whatever it is. There was no shift that was greater in this election.
They said that about black
than
men.
any other election.
Black men were the second highest voting block of Democrats.
Right,
and they act like they lost black men.
Chris, real quick. So they keep on making up all these excuses, and it's just like someone who got broken up with out of their fifth relationship.
That's right.
It's you, not me.
That's right.
Every single one is you, not me. No, it's you. You lost working class people. What are you going to do to get them back?
All right. So in the book, Shar, you read it.
Yep.
Why was Kamala Harris the vice presidential candidate?
The appease black people.
They very specifically, right? It came down to her and Gretchen Whitmer, according to the book.
That's right.
And they said, we have to give it, there has to be a black woman. We have a list of X amount of black women. We have to give it to one of them. Okay.
What fucking retard chooses a president like that? What that's how you choose a president? By the just color? You go, hey, we got to have a color. What about the person's ideas? What about what they stand for? We had Bernie on the podcast, and it was so refreshing to hear a politician actually go like, the Democratic Party is all about this identity politics. They're like, I'm gay. I'm the best person in the world. I'm black. I'm the best person in the world. He goes, who cares what you are? What do you stand for?
Within that context, they like Kamala the most. They thought she was more experienced. They liked her work as a prosecutor. She had forged relationships with Biden, and he respected her on a prosecutor.
But she had a lot of cons that they talked about.
And they talked about. But my point,
you know how insulting it is to black people to go, hey, if we just throw any black person out there, we'll win their vote.
Well,
that's how
so that's what I'm trying to figure out here. What's more insulting, Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy,
did I not just
or putting a fucking vice president up?
Did I not just bring up that exact?
Exactly.
I brought up that exact criticism.
Right.
They're both insulting. They insult the intelligence of the voting base.
Let's take a step back. Let me tell you what. I'm not saying that black people love this. I'm just telling you this is what distracts folks because everybody's going to be talking about this. First of all, you got a bunch of little kids that love NBA YoungBoy. They already run the internet. They're gonna be all over having the conversation like, yeah, YoungBoy home. We're gonna be able to go see YoungBoy this summer on tour. Then you got a whole other group of people saying, this is what you think of us? The algorithm don't know the difference. But I know what they not going to be talking about. That big,
Big,
beautiful
beautiful
bill. I know what they not going to be talking about. What's going on in
Nuclear
Russia.
war.
Nuclear war. That's my whole point with all of this.
You're right.
That's
You're
it. That's
No,
it.
I know you're not saying that that's what black people like. What you're saying is that it's an easy distracting tool and perception's reality. And if
Man.
the internet is on fire with a thing, it feels like that's all everyone cares about. When in reality, people might not, but it can distract from the negativity of these other things. And it's like, but I'm telling you, man, if the Democrats want to come back to prominence, the party that we all grew up with, the party that we were all proud to support, the party that we like really felt proud identifying as, there was a real sense of pride with it. It was like, fuck yeah, I'm a Democrat.
Nah, they gotta get rid of everything, Show.
They gotta get
blow
rid
it
of
up.
everything.
Nah, Joe, they gotta blow it up. You know the other thing they talk about in that book, Chris, and I'm so you saw it, is when they talk about how in Biden's mind, because he's an old man, in Biden's mind, results were enough. He couldn't adjust to the culture war. He couldn't adjust to going out there and saying something that's going to go viral. He didn't understand the messaging of it all. He just literally thought the results were enough. He would get mad at people. What was the phone call where he was yelling at, damn, I forgot who he was yelling at, but he was yelling at them saying, go out there and tell them what I'm doing. Go out there and tell them how we're doing this and how we're doing that. I think it was something with NATO. It was something with foreign policy or something like that.
Summit.
Yeah.
Is there a blue collar working class Democrat that's part of like the traditional establishment?
Gretchen
now?
Whitmore would be the closest.
Gretchen Whitmer.
But she's
Josh
part of.
Shapiro.
Is Josh here blue collar working class?
I think so. I think when you're in those states like Pennsylvania, you don't think so?
No,
Why?
he's just not. It's not his background.
No.
I mean,
he represents those people.
Yeah.
I mean, like Pete Buttigieg, you would say, I don't know his upbringing, but like at the end of the day, he did go to Harvard and he was working as a consultant at like, what is it called? McKinley?
Yeah, McKinsey.
McKinsey. So it's just like, there is a like establishment. There is a establishment Democrat. The working class, the blue collar folks seem to be part of the Bernie sphere, the AOCs, if you will, right? But the traditional Democrat are just kind of a bunch of Republicans pretending to be Democrats. That's really what, let's just call it what it is. A bunch of Republicans taking all the same money Republicans take.
Yes.
Spending all the same money that Republicans spend, going to the same institutions that Republicans go to, legacy Nepo babies, the same exact thing that they criticize with the Republicans. And the only difference is they go, oh, but here are my pronouns. You're capping. You're capping, and the people see through the cap.
Chris, you know that's true.
What's true?
It's Chris. Why?
That was a very big blanket statement. Is there elements of that are true? Absolutely.
Majority of it is true, Chris.
They see through the cap. That's why Bernie and AOC got 30,000 people showing up in fucking Arizona, and nobody else in the party can come close.
All right. So how about this as an
it's
exercise?
simple as that, bro.
Of the characters in the book, you have Chuck Schumer.
Yes.
You have Barack Obama.
Yes.
You have Nancy Pelosi.
Yes.
You have Hakeem Jeffries.
All you're doing is naming everybody that can go.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
The only one I would keep in that whole equation is President Obama. You know why? Because President Obama knows the truth, and President Obama is willing to speak the truth. He was just going with his guy because his guy had been his guy for a long time. But remember, in 2016, he told Biden don't run. He told him in 2016 not to run. I don't even think he really wanted him to run in 2020, according to the book. Honestly, there's never been a time where he's really wanted.
So my impression reading the book is
Biden should be the eldest statesman of the Democratic Party. I mean, Obama should be the eldest statesman of the Democratic Party. That's as old as it should get.
But it feels like he's not in.
He doesn't want it.
It feels like he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The Clintons, they got their fucking fangs in that party, and they did not. Even when Bill got out, it was like, we are involved and I want more, and Hillary's gonna get some, and we are not leaving. It feels like Obama did his time and now he's like, I want to go live my life.
But you know Bill's motto though. Keep sucking till it's over.
There it is.
There you go.
You know who looks good in the book?
Who?
Ari Emanuel.
Oh yeah, but not to a certain. Yes, no, you're right, because he was publicly.
He was the
saying
first
shit.
one
Nah,
who made a scene. It was
right,
like, what the fuck is going on here?
You're right. No, I'm gonna tell you who really looks good in the book.
Clooney?
Dean Phillips. Dean was before all of them.
That's true.
And you know why Dean
Phillips?
Dean was a congressman who stepped out there and was like, yo, Biden should not run. He's too old. And he challenged him. And that was the other thing that Biden kept saying in the book. Nobody's challenging me. If I was doing a bad job, there'd be some like real contenders challenging me. Nobody's challenging you because the DNC wouldn't let no fucking body challenge you.
Because they'll primary somebody against you.
And then they kicked Dean out. Well, Dean resigned.
He resigned.
But at first they was like, no, we don't want you to resign. And then they was like, okay, yeah, we want you to resign. This shit is, you know what this shit really made me realize,
Does
Chris?
shit feel like a democracy to you?
No. But see, that's what I thought. And
Our way to highway. That's what it feels like, right?
But
No, it would have not been a democracy if they had come up with a reason for him not to debate, if they had come up with a reason for him not to campaign. And I'm not saying that instinct wasn't there.
Yo, that kid David Hogg or whatever like that.
Love him.
Aren't they trying to kick him out of vice chair?
Right now, they trying to.
So he comes out
vote.
and he is
At the Parkland kid?
Yeah, he's making criticisms of
He wants to primary everybody who's not fighting. Guess who else said that?
No, that
Me, months ago.
And now what are they trying to do? They're trying to kick him out.
Yes, they're trying to vote him out. He raised $20 million. He wants to simply primary Democrats he feel aren't effective. What is wrong with that?
How can you
Is that not democracy?
How can you not feel like this is a party that's trying to maintain power, not a party that's trying to represent the American people to the best of their ability, meaning the ability for what the American people are choosing that they want?
Schultz, you're right, but guess what? That's all parties. And I want us, the American people, to take a step back and realize these people will hold on to power by any means necessary. They don't care what lie they have to tell. They don't care who they have to manipulate. None of these people care about we the people. All they care about is their party and holding on to the power within their party. You literally got a bunch of people who work for the Trumps, who work for the Bidens. All they're thinking about is their bottom line. How can they continue to have access? There's even a line in the book. By the way, I'm so glad I never went to none of them goddamn Joe Biden Christmas parties. There's a line in the book where somebody in Biden's team goes, who gives a fuck? They still gonna want to come to the Christmas party and stand in line for 2 hours and take pictures with them. They say that in the fucking book. Like, God.
They also say that he pursued and passed a very much more progressive legislative agenda than people realized, and that's because they felt that's what they ran on, and that's what needed to get out there. So, I mean,
Hold on, Chris. You're right, but guess what else?
What?
And we always had this conversation here on Brandy This and everywhere else. They went out there and they tried to preach Bidenomics. And what did we keep saying? It don't matter if
people aren't feeling it.
Market is high.
If people aren't feeling
people on the ground aren't getting money in their pockets. Stop. You know the big takeaway from the book, and they repeat this several times. One of the guys, I think it might have been Seth Moulton or somebody, I forgot who it was, said, never again will we try to tell people that they don't see what they are seeing. Never again will we try to tell people that they don't feel what they are feeling. That goes with Biden being old. That goes with the motherfucking economy. That goes with how people felt at the fucking border. They bullshitted folks because they don't have their boots on the ground. Where they fucking fans at, Chris? They don't have their fucking fans. It is a shame that the Republican Party, who we see getting fat right now, I mean, they are living high off the hog, not giving a damn about what's happening with poor and disenfranchised people, but they were able to communicate to poor and disenfranchised people and make them feel and believe we are here for y'all.
They're seen.
Whoa.
They make them feel seen.
Whoa, man.
So you're saying the answer is basically just bullshit people.
Well, you bullshit no matter
Chris,
what.
what else is politics?
No. You bullshit no matter what. Both are bullshit. At least one is going to make you feel seen when they bullshit. This is what the Democrats are doing, but in reverse. The Democrats are going, and they're not saying this. I'm give you like a reverse example. They're going, global warming is fake to some Eskimo that doesn't have an igloo anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and the Eskimo's like, yo, what do you mean global warming is fake? That's Bidenomics. Look how good the stock market is.
Global warming is real, but yeah, sure.
What I said is it's the reverse. You would look at that and you'd be like, this is absurd. But that's what they were doing with the economy. They're like, the economy is strong. And there's all these people out here hurting. Like, who the fuck are these guys telling that the economy is strong? You gotta look in the mirror, and you are forced to look in the mirror because you've lost the election.
Yes.
And there's a lot of finger pointing, but eventually those fingers need to point home, and they need to
that's why I read the
change.
book. I didn't want to read the book, but you got to look at it and see what's happening and address it.
I'm giving Jake Tapper a lot of shit.
Look, and there's a lot of criticisms of the book, to be fair. There's a lot of anonymous sourcing, which...
It's not, though. I thought it was going to be way more than it is, Chris.
The cabinet members are all anonymous, and you understand why.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had a lot of criticism of this book just because
I think it rings true. That's my gut reaction.
very rings true.
It rings
we know,
true.
Chris. We know it. We saw it.
Right.
Like all this book is doing is giving us details to what we saw.
Now, is it a plant to deflect blame from the current leadership? That's a possibility. I can't put that past anybody.
No, I don't believe that.
But I think it's critical enough that it feels
Sacrificial lamb, bro. You need a patsy. Biden's the patsy. It was all Biden's fault. Everything is
You know the best thing about this book? This book blames Trump for nothing. All Trump did was sit there and get the fucking rebound. Yeah, they were giving Trump layups. Joe Biden and that administration were giving Trump layups.
Sure.
Like, not even layups, dunks.
I said it's self-inflicted.
It was a 7-foot rim.
They shot themselves.
And Barron got the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a 7-foot rim and Barron had the motherfucking ball. Just yamming on people. Like this shit was, it's sad. Democrats are in this position because of them. And the one thing I would do with this book is read it. If I was Democrats, not be offended by it. Not try to deflect, not try to, they already out here, Jake Tapper, and there must be agents for Mac. Shut the fuck up. All of this stuff happened. Stop making excuses for the Democratic Party. Burn that shit down. Get rid of everybody you don't need to have there anymore and think about the future.
Because it's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Like it or not. And they got great pieces for the future. It's not like there's not pieces there. Whether it's the Whitmers, the Shapiros, the Westmore, I think the governors are great. I think they have some great Democratic governors.
They're all cut from the same cloth as the people in this book, though.
Well, let's see if they make the same decision.
Bernie and AOC are the people that I look to.
You think Shapiro and Whitmore? Oh, yeah.
They are.
I don't think Shapiro is.
I like them.
I don't think Whitmer is either.
I'm not saying I don't like them, but I'm saying...
Oh, Shapiro kept it real with Biden in this book.
And he comes off well, too. But like AOC, Bernie, they're the ones... I personally feel you have to go further left. You have to go more socialist. That would be my... But, we'll see.
Did you find it interesting that they don't really mention the far left in this book?
Yeah.
Like, there's really no talk of, like, the progressive
Why do you think?
left.
Well, they got co-opted.
Why do you think they don't message it in the? It's not obvious, bro.
Talk to me. I don't know.
Because it's a propaganda piece for the people that run the party now. They're just throwing Biden under the bus.
Well, they need to.
Yeah, well, I guess they need to go.
Like they need to.
Maybe the progressives weren't really around because remember, I think he said this on the air, but DNC doesn't really fuck with Bernie like that.
They do not fuck with Bernie at all.
That's why it's probably no mention of the book because he wasn't around.
I will say the propaganda only works. The propaganda only works if you're willing to not fight for the party now. Meaning if you're, this propaganda piece only works if you're still out there saying, no.
Let the status quo be okay.
If you're out there saying, yo, this book is absolutely right. Biden, he's the reason we're in this position. Everybody around him was fucked up. They got to go. If you're saying that, then to me, you can be trusted.
That's fair.
Because you have to burn that shit down, Chris.
Yep.
Look, I drank the Kool-Aid. I know I drank the Kool-Aid. I was trying to talk myself into it.
The stain of Biden,
it happens.
Literally, Biden's decision to run again ruined the Democratic Party. 100%.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against that.
And the cover up after it ruined.
I don't think it's a cover up, but I hear what you're saying,
Chris. It definitely was a cover up.
Chris,
they covered it up till they couldn't cover it no more.
Chris, they
wouldn't have let him debate if it was a true cover up.
No,
I don't think they had a choice.
They could have. They could have come up with some fucking.
Biden thinks he was able to do it. How could they tell him no?
So this is the narrative quickly in the book. How it's presented is Biden resented Obama because it was Biden's turn in 2016. Obama supported Hillary, so there's tension there. Then Biden has this very terrible thing happen: the death of his son. He never fully recovers, and from that moment on, he's in this mode of like, I have to make everything look like it's good. I have to keep this thing together because my life is spiraling out of control. So he goes into like preservation mode once he's president, and he believes he's always been counted out. He had the accident with his first wife and his daughter they killed. He was counted out. He wins. He's counted out. So he sees this as part of his trajectory. And to him, winning and beating Trump in 24 is like the final act in this great legacy. And nobody has the ability to kind of break through that veneer that he's created around himself, including Obama, who goes to him and says, do you think this is a good idea? And he's like, yeah, I can do it. And then Obama says, well, then you better fucking make sure you win. But it's not enough. And Obama's afraid to step on him because he knows how Biden is still resentful from 2016. And then the other ones are just kind of taking his word on it. And like the only defense we've all seen people age. It's not one day you're fine and the next day you fall off a cliff. It's gradual, and you have good days and then you have bad days. And then at some point, the bad days start to outweigh the good days. And the problem was, I mean, they talk about the State of the Union address where it's like, he was good in the State of the Union address.
He was okay.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. They point to that. And
But
then
no,
they're like,
they point to, and I forgot who said it in the book. They were like, we had the bar so low for him.
Yes.
Anytime it was just, oh God, he didn't fuck up. He didn't pass out.
The other thing they say that I think is very accurate is Biden got a gift by COVID happening during the first run because he didn't have to campaign. And if he had to really go out on the trail, we all would have been like,
yes.
We didn't even know if he had legs.
Fuck this. This isn't working.
We didn't even know if he had fucking legs in 2020. He was just in that box.
Yeah.
Telling me that if you don't vote for him, you're not black. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All I'm simply saying is I read that book. All I said to myself is America just deserves better. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, and not just from Democrats, from Republicans. We deserve better from all of this.
Sure.
Because this is what I don't want Republicans to do. And I've been giving Republicans credit for this. Elon Musk speaking out against the big, beautiful bill. Candace Owens speaking out against Trump for various things, freedom of speech, whatever else. And I don't like to say Rogan because Rogan's not on the right, but Rogan, even though he supported Trump, speaking out when Trump does something wrong, not acting like they don't see what we currently see. Right. So what I would tell Republicans and MAGA and conservatives and everybody who voted for Trump, don't make the same mistake Democrats did. If you see
have some guts.
Have some
see
guts.
something, say something.
That's right. Have some fucking guts. If you see something, say something. All the Republicans that spoke out against, him receiving the plane for $400 million, the Nikki Haley's of the world, if you see something, say something. That right there will keep the American people like, well, at least they fucking trying to hold them accountable.
So here's the thing. And Trump reacts to popular opinion. So if you sway popular opinion enough, he will go along with that popular opinion.
Yeah.
People call him like a populist in terms of like the support that he gets from people, but he is that in terms of what he supports. So if it looks like the majority of people care for a certain thing or hate another thing, he will adjust to that. So if you are loud about the criticism and enough Americans share that criticism, you will see that reflected. He is transactional in that nature. 100%. So being quiet isn't going to end up getting what you want. Voicing these opinions will get it on his radar, and then he'll assess it and be like, oh yeah, I don't like that at all. Let's switch that shit up.
Because by the way, he may not know. I'm not even joking when I say this. When I see him on Meet the Press and she asks him, is it your job to uphold the Constitution? And he goes, I don't know. I'm going to have to defer to my lawyers for that. I believe him. Because when I read the original sin, there's a bunch of shit Biden didn't know.
Not like that.
I mean, Chris,
here's the real issue. Trump is 3 years behind Biden. So what are we going to learn from this? Because we're going to be looking at it in the face in a few more years.
Republicans got to be honest.
Right.
They got to be honest the way Democrats weren't. They just got to be honest. They got to call it like it is. And that line in the book, I can't remember the exact quote, but the line in the book when the guy goes, never again will we try to convince people that what they see is not what they're seeing. Everybody should remember that and moving forward.
Just as like we tell these senators and congressmen, we say, listen, you have to have your own convictions. Don't be afraid of AIPAC, the Israel lobby. Don't be afraid of the pharmaceutical lobby. You have to choose to support something because it's in the best interest of the American people, despite AIPAC throwing tens of millions of dollars in primary. Well, you know what? On the Republican side, you got to do that as well. If you feel a certain way and it goes against Trump's interests, you have to stand for those convictions, knowing that Trump's people or whatever might primary you as well. And once you beat that primary,
you're better.
You're better, you're stronger, and they can't ignore you. Have some balls.
The first person with balls is going to win.
Facts.
Yes.
But what are balls, Chris? Balls are the person who comes out and says all of this is bullshit.
AOC.
You can't be on no party side, even if you're part of the party. If you're a Republican, you can't be glazing Trump. If you're a Democrat, you can't glaze Biden in the last administration. You got to come out and call everything what it is. Balls and strikes, that's it.
But
nothing more, nothing less.
If either party does something you believe in, you have to support it.
I agree.
You can't just write it off because it's the opposition.
I agree.
You have to support it. Like Bernie was on the pod and he was shitting on Trump about the pharmaceutical thing. He's like, oh, he doesn't really mean it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's saying what you want.
I agree.
Support it and hold his feet to the fire.
Talked about that with the RFK thing.
Absolutely. This is literally just the other day.
What is that?
It's somebody, who was it?
You want the food to be good.
No, yes, but it's who was it? I forgot who it was.
She was like criticizing him for criticizing processed food. Where does he get that and stuff like? Come on,
the clip.
It's like, yo, stop making this some partisan shit. Don't we all want to eat healthy food?
Yeah,
Don't we all have kids?
Everybody knows
what the kids are eating.
Yes.
So let my man cook right there.
Like let him cook. But that's my point. I think it was Simone saying this. We could play the clip, but that's my point. You got to be able to say, all right, he's right.
He's right, and support it 100%. Like, yo,
that's it.
This is a win for the American people. Stop being so party dependent and then discrediting the thing that the opposition is doing, even if it's something you're platforming.
That's right.
Like, agree with them and say, hey, this is awesome. Let's get together and really support this bill.
And by the way, and you know how you do it? You don't give Democrats credit or Republicans credit. You should, but you can. This is how I would word it.
I love that bill.
That right there is good for the American people.
That bill is good for the American people.
That's it. That right there is good for the American people. That right there is not good for the American people. I support that because it's for the American people.
Boom.
And guess what? I will continue that. Or not only will I continue it, I'm going to expound on it. I'm going to see how we can make it even bigger. That's what the conversation should be. Instead of saying, oh, a Republican said that, that's wrong. Oh, a Democrat said that, that's wrong. Like, no. Call balls straight. Yo, you know what they say about us? They say we're all over the place. Right? They say that, we flip-flop. I think we're just subjective. If I see a Republican doing something right, I'm going to say it was right. If I see a Democrat doing something right, I'm going to say it was right.
We're not part of a cult.
At all. If something's right, it's right. If something's wrong, it's wrong. It's simple as that. And guess what? If you would have had the balls to do that since 2020, you probably wouldn't be in the position that you're in right now.
Amen.
Let's pay some bills and do some Asking Idiots, Taylor Gang. Oh, okay, let's do some Asking Idiots then, right? Let me get this fucking book out of here. Original Sin, #1 book in the country. But Uncommon Favor, Don Staley, is #2 in the country, goddammit. Okay? A win is a motherfucking win.
Damn right.
All right? Because Jake Tapper, that's a big-ass book, all right? Jake Tapper been everywhere lying. He's been everywhere. That's what the book should have been called. The Original Lie. All right? That's what the book should have been called, Jake. Okay? Any what? Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor. You still get paid. Not well, but you still get paid. That was a double whammy. It was like, damn. God damn. Arizona knows more. We just had that whole convo. He wanted to know what Democrat will compete with J.D. Vance in 2028. None of them. Because if they're not willing to, show us a new version of the Democratic Party, that shit got to be like Thunderbolts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pull the sign off and they got to say the New Avengers after that shit. Like, if you just running as a traditional Democrat, the same old shit, it ain't going to be no competition for 2028. Okay, go to Keaton. No, who's that? Okay, this is a good one. This is a great Brilliant Idiot question. G-Dog23 says, would y'all sacrifice your cheeks to aliens in return for the secrets of the universe?
No. I don't need to know the secrets. I'm all good not knowing the secrets. Unless that becomes a secret and nobody can know about it. But I don't want these aliens telling everybody my business. Oh, he barely even moans.
Now, as a man who's been visited by aliens several times, and probably has been probed several times by said aliens, I would love to get something in return for that. I'm tired of waking up with scars all over my body or cuts. You know, like I've
Is it
literally...
like a colonoscopy?
Huh?
Is it?
No, it's not a colonoscopy. I've woken up with...
No,
No, but I'm saying like you go out and then you wake up and you don't know what happened.
No, I'm talking about actually...
No. He's
by
the
aliens.
He really had
Anally
knee
probed.
marks
clapping
on
your
it.
cheeks.
Yes.
Bah,
I've woken up and my wife was like, what is that?
That's what I'm asking.
And-
like, was it like the same sort of experience?
No, because you kind of remember, like I've seen the aliens. Like I remember one time I was asleep and I had the feeling like the hag was riding me, the sleep paralysis, and my eyes opened and it literally looked just like the alien off of Signs, and it was standing over me and it was breathing, and as the sun went up, you know, it just disappeared. And
How you know he just wasn't dreaming?
I wasn't dreaming, yo. I'm telling you, I wasn't dreaming, yo.
But he was clapping you?
I think he just finished, and I think he nutted and couldn't nut no more. He was looking at me like, God, I want to get hard before the sun comes up.
He
'Cause
had
I
you on
think,
your back?
no, I woke up like this, like,
That's crazy.
He was just
had your
hosing you
right
legs-
on my legs in there.
down. Hands on my knees.
You know what I'm saying? And so all I'm sitting there thinking to myself
Yo.
is if the aliens are already anally probing you, this is
Yeah.
the fact. Whenever the aliens visit, they anally probe you. They're already clapping our cheeks. So why shouldn't we get the secrets of the
Why do
universe
they
in return?
anally probe us? I don't understand.
What if guys like Elon Musk?
Yeah. They got clapped for all the technology and stuff, huh?
Yes. What if they fucking stayed awake? What if they can remember? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you get the secrets of the universe if you stay awake. Maybe that's like a game. Maybe it's like a reality show on another planet, and these aliens come down and they f you. And if you can stay awake while they fucking you, you get the secrets of the universe. But if you stay asleep,
You don't know.
you don't get nothing.
So you trying to say
But
they
laughed at on another planet.
they put you to bed? Is that what you're trying
That's
to
what I'm saying.
They
Can
just
you
put you to-
imagine them watching you on another planet? And they're like, God damn, he taking that shit. He ain't woke up yet. He ain't wake up yet.
Maybe aliens told you that Biden was too old to run. You was the first one saying it.
No, come on, stop.
I'm just
We got
saying.
eyes. We got eyes in the calendar.
You was the first one saying it.
No, you can't. We got eyes in the calendar.
No.
So you don't think you got any messages from the aliens?
Maybe.
Dicking you down
You know
all
what
these
though?
years?
That's so crazy. Don't think about this. What about that dick? What if that dick gave us direction? What if every move you've made, all praises due to God.
You can't spell direction without erection.
That's right. What if every move you've made,
It actually puts the D in erection.
the D in a wreck? What if every move you've made is because an alien came down and anally probed you, and that's where he put the idea up your ass? He put it up your ass. You know what I'm saying?
So why don't gay dudes know more?
They do.
Why?
They're always ahead of the curve on things.
Nah, you're right. They got.
Oh my
Because
God.
imagine.
Hold on. No, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right though. You might be right. No, you might be right about that.
See, when he says shit like that, I feel like I'm covering for Biden, man. It's just because I gotta keep talking like that shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep talking like I didn't happen. You know
Cut it.
No, we just bleep it. You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
good.
Everybody can't get everything, okay?
That's facts.
Some of this shit is gonna get unsealed when the aliens decide to unseal it.
Oh, wow.
Give us another one, Taylor. What else we got, man? What else we got, man? Oh, by the way, I told y'all that the Diddy shit I told y'all Capricorn Clark was gonna be the one that fucking...
Wait, who's Capricorn Clark?
Capricorn Clark is one of Diddy's former assistants, man, and like she really... I mean, I do her testimony. I heard things before she took the stand, and when I heard it, I'm like, oh, that's it. Because, you know, when you got a RICO charge, the only thing you have to do is prove 2 predicates happened within a 10-year span.
What is a predicate?
Like a predicate felony, right? So Diddy had the arson, the kidnapping, the bribery, the coercion, the abuse, and the trafficking, I believe, fell all under the RICO. But I think he got another charge for trafficking too, like the interstate trafficking, flying in prostitutes. They pretty much got him on that, right? Like flying in the prostitutes. But Capricorn said that Diddy kidnapped her at gunpoint, right? So that's the kidnapping. And then that kind of ties in with the arson with the Kid Cudi, because he came to her house allegedly and was like, come with me right now, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Talking about Cudi. And she was like, no, I'm not going. And did he get in the fucking car waving the gun? So all of that shit goes into play. The bribery shit, man, you got Cassie's mom on the stand
Oh, yeah.
saying that, you know, she had to take out a home loan because he told her like, yo, I'm going to put this shit out on your daughter if you don't fucking give me some money back, whatever. Like,
And then return the money. It's so stupid.
you're not gonna be the mom's testimony. But he's like, and that's the thing. Everybody keep talking about there's no evidence, there's no evidence, there's no evidence. Y'all do know eyewitnesses are evidence. Like, if a person saying this is what happened, and I got proof that this happened, like even the police pulled up and was like, yeah, the police that testified said, yeah, we pulled up and there was an Escalade, that pulled off when we pulled up, which is Capricorn saying, yeah, I was in an Escalade with Diddy when he went to Cuddy's house, blah, blah. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that everybody that takes the stand is telling the truth. I'm just simply saying that when a person can take the stand, say something, and then it can be corroborated with other things.
That's enough.
Oh, that's going to be hard to beat in the court of law. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what the jury is going to see. I don't know how Diddy beats this one, bro.
And then what's the chances of them just trying to stretch it out?
The judge already said that they going to end early. Which ain't a good, that's not boding well either for Diddy's case. They say they're going to close early. He said they might end the week early. I don't know, man.
You don't think all his supporters outside the court with the free Diddy shirts is going to sway
They
public
said they're getting
opinion?
paid. And what do they matter?
Yeah.
They're not on the jury. That's who you should have been paying. That's paid a fucking jury. That's who you should have been paying.
Yeah.
But, hopefully, I ain't gonna say hopefully, but maybe he got a. When I said it's not a federal case, though, is it a federal? It is a federal case. Oh, maybe he got a couple dollars for a pardon. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe he got a couple dollars for a pardon.
Make it happen.
Yo, that's crazy.
What?
That could happen.
But I don't think it matters if he gets pardoned or not.
It don't. You got
Gonna
cummed
be-
on and we know it. Bro. You allegedly, the Punisher said you was eating Pac-Man pellets.
Eating it?
I don't
He was
believe that,
licking. He said he was licking.
He said
The
Diddy
cum
was
off.
a cleanup man.
Yeah.
Said Diddy would want to see the person getting nutted on. Then he was like, yo, let me clean it up.
No.
And then he would eat
Y'all
it.
didn't read that?
No.
That's what the Punisher said.
Why would you read that with a baby in your stomach, yo?
I didn't. First of all, no, I did not read that. I heard it from Laura LaRosa on the latest because I am the producer of her podcast. So yes, that's where I heard it. You see what I mean now from earlier?
What happened earlier?
It's just a lot.
So what are you reading that's positive?
When my reading is positive,
If you're worried that hearing and absorbing negative stuff is going to impact your
I
baby,
read positive affirmations every day.
Okay.
You're from Philly.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
A little PJ, okay? Brandon Grew says, have you noticed the younger generations now are almost against drinking and smoking? Yeah, because they doing fucking pills and cocaine.
Yeah, there's better shit.
Yeah, that's right. They doing edibles and shit.
Way better shit.
Like, they doing harder drugs than that. Like y'all, we don't even know the type of shit. They doing whippets and you know what I mean? Like they popping prescription pills. Like that's not a flex when they tell me they're against drinking and smoking. Yeah, because they doing other shit. Man, I pulled up to the gas station this morning, bro. And I don't know why I did this. I'm driving. I stopped at the gas station and I shouldn't have. And it's early in the morning. You're not thinking nothing. I saw somebody, I saw a dude wiping his windows and shit. And as I'm walking in, as soon as I open the door, all I hear is, yo, that's Charlamagne. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I buy my fucking mints and I'm walking out. It's just 3 people standing there. and one of them goes, yo, Charlamagne, yo, come take a pic with me. I just got home, yo. I'm like, oh my God, why? Why is this happening right now? And they wasn't YNs, but they was dressed like YNs, which is worse.
Yeah.
Okay. That when you're not a YN, but you kind of dressed like a YN, it's a
So
little
would they
bit
be a YN
worse.
then?
No. But dude, like, and I'm just sitting there, like, you know what, man? What's up, y'all? How y'all brothers doing? Y'all good? Whatever. Black, Spanish people. And dude said it. I said, "What's your name?" He told me his name. I said, "That's what's up, man." He said, "I just came home." I said, "Where you was at?" "The Feds." I said, "How long you did?" 5 years. He was like, "Breakfast Club got me through." I'm like, "That's what's up, man. I appreciate that." I took the picture, and I bet you if you saw a video of me outside that store, I was speed walking like a motherfucker. Cause I didn't park in front of the store. I parked in a fucking parking space. You know how to get, when you pull up to the gas station and then there's a parking space over here? I don't know what made me go park in the parking space. I should have just pulled up right in front of the store, but I parked in the goddamn parking space.
Wait, so you didn't even get gas? You just need a mix?
I didn't need gas. I just needed something. I'm like, I never fucking stop. And I said to myself, if I get got right now, I deserved it. Cause
Why didn't you just wait?
Wait for what? It was 5:37.
So
what happened? So what happened?
Nothing. It was all love.
It was all love.
It
Good.
was all love.
Well, sure. I have mints in my studio, so
I don't know why I stopped. You know what? Maybe because I remember the guy's name. I do. I remember his name. I remember his name. His names was initials, and I don't want to say his name because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's into or whatever, but salute to that brother. But it just was like, I was terrified. That's what the moral of the story was. The moral of the story was I was terrified, and that question made me think about it. Have you noticed the younger generation now again drinking this morning? Because it was 5 a.m.
Well, let me tell you something.
Where was I know where I was going.
If you plan on doing anything to Charlamagne, just say that you're an alien from another galaxy, and he will let you buff him. You don't gotta rob him. You don't gotta kill him. You don't gotta do nothing. Just say you're an alien, and you will be inside of him.
By the way, this is just my PTSD, by the way. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing except for my PTSD. I am a man that has been attacked out here in these streets a couple of times.
That's true.
Okay, and I just did not know what time they was on. Friend or foe, yo, state your biz. Okay? And the friends act like foes sometimes.
Yeah.
They line you up like that. Let's take a picture. Oh, they both was on the side of me. I'm like, okay, this could go one or two ways.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Because when the person pulls the camera out, you don't know if that person has already got the video going. So it looked like they about to take a pic.
Oh, you got to take your own pics.
How old?
3 of them.
I always take my own. I always
How
take
old
selfies.
did they look?
They could have been mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s. They could have went from that range. But then the guy said he did 5 years. I really don't know how old they were. They looked. I'm just the unk trying to get some mitts. That's what I was trying to explain. I'm just the unk going in the store to get some mitts. They looked like nephews to me. You know what I'm saying?
When you said,
and by the way, if y'all, whatever y'all on, y'all can be on. Just let Unk get to his car. You know what I'm saying?
Did you
in
say?
fact, if y'all need your gas, paid for. What y'all need, man?
Did you say anything to neutralize it? Were you trying to be like?
I just said I'm the same person I am. What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? Y'all brothers good? You know what I mean? What up? I'm not gonna shit on them. You know what I mean? They say what's up.
No, the opposite. Were you trying to be like nice so nothing bad would happen?
I'm always nice.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing bad still can't happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he's a nice guy. Let's let him live.
Try to bribe him? Be like, yo, y'all need anything or something like that?
Nah, I said, hey, how y'all brothers doing? Y'all good? I had a conversation. What's your name, man? Remember this? I do remember his name. I remember your name. Yeah. You did 5 years in the feds. That's what's up, man. Salute to you, man. Blessings to you, man. And I skedaddled, got on about my business. All I'm just trying to, I'm really just trying to tell y'all, like, you got to understand how people like me feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older guy. You know what I mean? I don't want no problems. I'm minding my business. It's 5 in the morning. I've gotten jumped 5 in the morning. People have woken up to jump me. People have gotten out of their bed to jump me at 5 in the morning. That's a commitment.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what people be on. There might be some people who've been told on site when you see them. I'm not even joking when I say this. I've had conversations, God is my witness, years ago, Las Vegas. Man, 2 of the biggest security guards I ever seen in my life. They were doing for security for G-Eazy. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Them brothers came up to me and said, hey, man, you know we had a green light on you for years.
Oh, wow.
We were told that when we see you, just do it. Just do it. All bills will be paid.
What?
I don't know what just do it meant. And when I tell you that these motherfuckers were huge, I'm talking about huge. Who was that guy from Street Fighter you showed me just now? Balonga?
Balrog.
Balrog. 2 Balrogs. I mean, big diesel motherfuckers. They was like, man, we were told that when we see you for years, to let you have it. But no, we fuck with you, blah, 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 this and that. They told me who it was from and everything.
Wow.
He not like us. He not like us.
Damn.
Okay, that's a fact. Okay, I ain't making none of that shit up. All right? That is a fact. And the only reason I don't say his name is I don't want him to sue me. Okay? The way he's currently suing somebody else.
When did they tell you this? And
in Las Vegas at the iHeart Music Festival. They were with G-Eazy.
But I'm saying what year? Because you met.
This was 2000.
Deserved it. You was me.
I don't remember what year this was.
Yeah, but was this before the back-to-back? We gave him props?
Nah, I don't remember. When was back-to-back? 2016?
Yeah.
It might have been before back-to-back.
Okay.
I really can't remember
That's
what
when they
year.
told you?
You kind of deserved it.
You should have told. You should have.
I don't remember what year it was.
Green light?
Yes. He was going mad hard. Like,
Who cares?
I'm not sitting there acting like a victim.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like,
No.
Why does he deserve that just because he was talking shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Talk shit back.
No. If you got the means, and that's what you got to know. If you got the means,
Yeah.
I just thank God for always blessing me. That's why I know every time I got jumped or punched in the face, I was supposed to. Because there could have been much worse situations. Like none of that bothers me. I say all that to say, salute to all the YNs, all the grown men that dress like YNs who be at gas stations at 5 a.m. When you see unks, let us live. We ain't bothering nobody, okay? And if we are bothering people, go in our mouth.
whoa.
What?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying because there are some people that are unk age that deserve to get beat up.
What the fuck?
Why go in
I'm
the
just not one of them.
What, do you know? What
Like punch him in the mouth. Like
Oh my
yes,
God.
Say pause.
Oh,
There are some people our age that are out here crazy, talking reckless,
Yeah.
who deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys.
Right.
And I'm just trying to get to work to make y'all laugh.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, what the fuck am I saying? I'm still scared from this morning. If you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.